What's up, guys? It's Brian again from Lake Kicker Scuba and Marina. If you are new to our channel, do me a huge favor. Hit this little subscribe button right here and ding that little bell as well. That way you guys are going to be notified every time we upload new content. Now, the question of today is do you prefer hard weights or do you prefer soft weights? Which one's better for you, when it's really hard or it's really soft? And this is a question that we get asked a lot by new divers, is which one should I purchase? So once you determine how much denomination of weights you need, you're going to have to make a decision of soft weights versus hard weights. And in today's video, very briefly, I'm going to show you a couple of different ways that we add weights to our system, whether it's a weight pouch or a weight belt buckle, or it's some type of device that allows us to strap on weights, even if we just zip tie them to, say, a back plate and wing. But we're going to look at a couple of different methods and then talk about the pros and cons of each, because at the end of the day, it's going to be your decision whether you prefer hard weights or soft weights.
Alright guys, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. A lot of divers choose soft weights if they're using some type of weight pouch that's built into their BCD or some type of integrated weights, just because they're a little bit more moldable, they're easier to get inside the pouch itself, and you don't run the risk like you do with hard weights of it tearing up the inside of the pouch there. But it doesn't really matter if you use hard or soft weights, because even with hard weights nowadays, they're rounded on the edge, they're not really sharp edges, so you can very easily use a hard weight in the same position where you'd use a soft weight as well to simply slide it up inside of a weight pouch. So either one's really going to work great in this situation. Now, traditionally speaking, if you are still using a weight belt, you're typically going to use a hard weight. It just makes it very easy to thread on weights in different denominations. You can even stack weights. However, it does become difficult if you need to change those weights on the fly. You may have to shift them around. You may have to take all the weights out just to add or subtract. And this is where the weight pouch belt really comes in handy, because you can use hard or soft weight and you can change that denomination at any time. Now, you can make your own weight pouch belt by simply adding thread on weight pouches. We do this a lot with backplate and wings, but you can very easily do it to a weight belt as well. Now, when it comes to adding trim weights, you've really got the choice of hard and soft yet again. Depending on how the hard weights are made, if they've got the rounded edges, they're going to be very soft. It's not really going to do much damage to, say, the pockets of your BCD. But you can very easily just use soft weights as well. They just kind of conform to the pocket itself and clip in. Now, if you are adding on some additional trim that you don't want, say, as ditchable weights, you can thread, say, a hard weight onto a cam strap, which you can't really do with a soft weight unless you use the pouch we talked about earlier. Now, another neat little system to add weights is the weight plate from XS Scuba, and I personally like this. I do a lot of side mount diving, and when I'm in single tank side mount, I actually need to trim out my body because I'm only diving, say, with one cylinder on one side. And so I use this weight plate to very easily and quickly add a weight. Now, unfortunately, this does only work for a hard weight. You cannot use this device with a soft weight system. Although you could, I guess, thread on a weight pouch if you wanted to, but this is very quick, easy, and you can use whatever hard weights you've got to thread it on very quickly. Now, if you're just trying to, say, trim out a cylinder, maybe you do dive aluminum cylinders in side mount, then you can very easily use the same hard weight and just thread it on the cylinder itself. Now, if you don't have this type of system, if you're not using a cam strap, maybe you're using the worm gear or a stage kit, you can still use the weight pouches we looked at earlier and just thread them on like we did on a weight belt. Then you could use hard or soft weight depending on which you preferred. Alright guys, really briefly, I do want to talk about several of the different weight pouches that you can use, whether you use them on a belt or you thread them on, say, a cam strap of your cylinder, or you just thread them onto, say, your harness itself if you're using a backplate and wing. Most will take either hard or soft weights. The one I've got here has actually got Velcro on the outside. We use that a lot for trim weights, and we actually made a video. I'm going to link it up top here for you, showing how this is a great trim weight pouch that you can use so it doesn't disturb, say, your cam strap. You can still utilize your cam strap the way it is. And then, of course, this pouch here, this is just a quick release pouch that you can use whether you're using it for a trim weight pouch or even, say, a primary weight pouch if you don't have a lot of real estate around your waist. But they're both great pouches for hard or soft. So one final note to think about, of course, is what if you're on a charter that does not have the weights that you need? And typically speaking, if you're traveling abroad, you're probably not going to be taking your weights with you. So I would encourage you to have a system that would actually work for both. If you're doing weight integrated, you're probably not going to have an issue here. If you are still using a weight belt, then I would encourage you to either add pockets to that weight belt in case all you've got is soft weights, or have a weight belt that is designed specifically for soft weights as well. That way you can use hard or soft. Even though I actually prefer hard weights, it's really nice being able to be versatile when I'm in a situation and that's all I may have is, say, either hard or soft. So yeah, it's very easy to throw you a couple extra pockets in, say, your Save a Dive kit, and that way you're going to be prepared no matter what.
So there you go, guys. You've got to make the decision for you. Do you prefer it hard or do you prefer soft? Really, it's going to be up to you. It's going to be based off what type of system you're diving. If you are in, say, a traditional weight belt style, if you don't have, say, a pocket weight belt or you don't have a pocket that you can slide on, then you may have to go with the hard weights as well. And then, of course, if you've got some type of weight pouch, you can really use either one. But one of the things you've got to worry about with the weight pouches is you want these rounded corners if you're going to use the hard weights, because you can wear out the inside of the pocket, to where the soft weights actually won't do that for you. But it's really up to you. Me personally, I actually prefer the hard weights. I think they're a little bit more versatile. I can thread it on a belt. I can use, say, a quick weight attachment for it as well. I can throw it in a pocket. I can do basically anything I want. I've even zip tied these to the back of a backplate wing or threaded it on the cam strap of my cylinder as well, and they work really great as well. Even though these are, the same price and they can be moldable, so you can put more in one pouch if you need to, I still personally think the hard weights are a little bit better. But hey, let me know in the comment section below, what do you prefer? Hard weights or soft weights, and why you prefer it. But guys, if you like this video, give me a big thumbs up. Definitely share it as well. If you got any questions or comments or concerns, drop me a comment down below and we'll discuss it, and I'll try to answer your questions the best I can. But until our next video, take care, God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.